Welcome in to episode 4 of our Let's Play Humankind series at Humankind difficulty, the top difficulty level. Now, in the last episode, we learned a few things, which we'll talk about here at the very beginning as we get into game. But I made a large change from my typical strategy. When I'm in a different scenario, I would play it a little differently, and I'm playing in a very conservatively aggressive fashion. I don't know if that makes any sense. Usually I don't like war in a game of Humankind. However, at Humankind difficulty, situations present themselves where war is probably going to be thrust upon you, and so being either prepared or being the initiator of said war sometimes becomes the better pathway for you. So this is what we're currently staring at. We're on turn 30, which is very, very early on in the game. We're progressing very slowly. Hopefully everyone's appreciating the pace and going through the decision making. We're going to see what happens. War is on our doorstep. This time, we may be the ones declaring it. Let's jump into the game and see what's going on. Here we are in our capital city of Anug. We are building an envoy. Now, as it turns out, I've been pushing for an envoy this entire time. Now, as it turns out, last episode, I did find out that when you were playing a diplomatic culture, all of your units, every single unit that you build in that era, actually counts as a unit that can pick up leverage. We had a scout last time that ran over a leverage. If you missed any of the last episodes, the link down to episode 1 is in the description below, so you can jump in and catch up on the whole series from where we started it to where we are now. You can actually follow along and play this game along with me. In the first episode, all of the information for the map seed, the map settings, you can actually play the game right along with me. It's all in the first episode if you want to check that out. I did not know, and I still am not even sure, like, where does it say the affinity bonus? At the very bottom, right above my head, the affinity bonus. Big brother, unlock the ability to collect leverage intel on map with all types of units. I just had not ever read that affinity bonus. So when it happened, I had to look it up afterwards after last episode and figure out, oh, so that is just a thing. So that changes some thoughts that I have. Specifically, why are we building an envoy? Now, will the envoy become useful later? Yes, 100%. However, we're one turn away from this envoy. We could finish this envoy. I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna pivot away from the envoy. And I'm gonna pivot away from the envoy because we don't need it. All of our units can collect stuff. Could we send this envoy out to do different things? Yes, we're gonna do that, but not right now because we actually don't need him to do these things. So I'm gonna pivot away from the envoy. We are progressing towards war, right? We have several turns, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 turns before we need to make a decision what we're doing with this army when we reach the capital city of Corral of our neighbor and very aggressive neighbor, hate-filled, vindictive neighbor who's been training large armies. This is an easy take, but the retribution from this take is what I fear. So I think my tendency is going to be, let's crank out another army from here. I really want to get this Aduba in as well at some point, but I think we're gonna throw the Aduba actually in. And then I'm going to actually tech us into probably an Aga Oosh. I probably do like a double Aga Oosh, double archers like build here. The Aga Oosh does have a 21 attack, which is one better than our warriors. So that's something that we can think about here. We obviously want some archers in this army. The Aga Oosh gets us our anti-cav without having to build a pikeman. Pikemen are kind of useless, to be honest, in my opinion, unless your enemy is only building like horses. Maybe if you're going against like the Hunnic hordes or the Mongol hordes or whatever, that might be useful. But I don't see a huge use for them, except that our Our anti-cav, because it's our unique unit, our Aga Ush, actually gets a higher attack rating regardless, right? So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, Unified Force grants additional combat strength for each Aga Ush unit in the same army. Oh, we might go... Maybe we go three Aga Ushes to one archer. The other problem is I don't like our population. Our population is very low in our capital right now. So this is because we're creating armies, right? So I'm gonna throw an Aga Ush and an archer into our queue, and I'm gonna queue them up as their next two things to build. Now, I'm hoping that what we can do here is, since it's gonna take 4 turns to build those 2 units, I'd actually like to see us get higher growth. That's not gonna take 6 turns if we drop that much out. We're gonna grow that much faster. That's where it goes to 3-6. So we'll go this split. We'll go this split in the capital for now. As we grow, it'll pop more people in. We just want to keep the growth. We want to keep the growth at least at some moderate pace. And we're going to be losing population as we pop these guys out in our capital. So not like getting to work anything particularly here. So I just want to pay attention to that, right? But I think on the off chance that we do declare this war, we want another army, right? We want another army. Urim can start focusing on, building up as a city and doing all those things. So we know our placement is happening on the next turn. This unit is going to get our placement down. Then we'll attach that. This unit is going to get our placement down here. We're going to get a double attach in Urim as fast as we can to get out and start claiming land here. If we declare war, what I'd like to do is be able to burn down probably these 2 places. So if we declare war, I'd like to swing in some units to burn these 2 places down, because otherwise our war score will not enable us to be able to capture all of his stuff, right? It looks like he has 3 territories. Karal has all of this, I would assume. Then he's got 2 territories up here. So if we can burn these 2 down and only need to hold Karal, we could effectively claim this whole continent for ourselves. Karal becomes our next city. I think we just go to war with this Free Peoples and probably just take their city. We might even need their city. Maybe we just take it and turn it into our 4th city. 4 cities on this continent would not be the worst thing, right? Karal can claim this maybe. And then these guys can claim like these 5 right here, or these islands. So we might even want both of these cities. And we might take them via war, which is not something I do a lot, but it may be something that we're headed towards right now. Okay, let's end turn and we'll progress along. We have 118 influence. We have 124 gold. We're making 50 influence per turn, only 9 gold per turn. So gold is kind of at a premium for us right now. So we'll continue to try to monitor that situation in case, as we're training an army that's going to get even more problematic for us, so we just want to be aware of that situation. All right, we got another osmosis event going on. It's not telling me what it is. That's been a little buggy, to be honest. I'm going to move our units. They're jumping on river. Oh, they're going to get some serious movement in this turn. Oh, we're going to have to make our decision much earlier than I thought. These guys have placed down our crooks, or acrix, however we're going to pronounce that. We will be trying to build both of these in, obviously, when we get this place, so I'm going to try to remember. We probably want to build both of these in, as well as our harbor, if we have access to harbors at that point. And actually, where are we teched right now? Oh yeah, we're teching to organized warfare, which is very smart if we're going to go to war. Getting a harbor out so we can get to a pentaconter is something I'd like to do sooner rather than later. That's probably the next place we tech. I really want to know what all this is over here. And if it's the New World, I'm just wondering how aggressive we actually have to be. Our claim in this land, so that's a 4-turn. That's a 4-turn build, so that's going to take 4 turns. So we might as well pop out this way a little bit. See what we can see. Our claim is probably going to be right here, is my assumption. In fact, we could actually check that right now. Yeah. 13-15 or a 10-14. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 river if we put down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 river if we put down here. So the immediate gain of putting in right here looks appealing. Oh wait, where's the? Oh, this is only a 9-14, but we get the extra river tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is the extra river tile going to be worth it, or do we just put down right here? Yeah, interesting. Okay. But we don't want to put it in yet. We want to wait till we attach, so we're just going to move these guys here. Should probably heal this unit up a little bit, to be honest. This guy right here is going to go grab this, because now that I know we can grab them, we're going to do that. So there is 10 leverage, which is very nice. They were getting ready to be putting down a claim, potentially, in that land. These guys are exploring as well. Let's take a look at this osmosis now. Minus 50% higher army cost. Right now, I am fine with this. I would rather... Yeah, rather than the 50 penalty, or I can't remember what the penalty is. I think it's like 50 refuse. Yeah, 50 stability penalty to refuse this and go into a defiant state. We're just gonna accept it, because we're actually not making treaties. We're not making treaties right now. Oh, they're defiant already. Oh, but they're only minus 5 defiant, not minus 50 defiant. That's a very different. So we're gonna just replace this. It doesn't matter to me having the reduced cost on treaties right now, because I'm not actually investing in them. I know we pushed that at first, and we will push back towards that. But right now, rather than take that penalty, we'll just replace it. And then we need to pay attention to. Like, animism is spreading like crazy. We need to get a holy site down, huh? I guess we need to get a holy site down. Maybe just nothing is converting to anything. Okay, so Carolyn's shamanism is now spreading a little bit. So we're just struggling. Both of our religions are struggling to get off the ground. And then you can see we're pretty evenly matched currently from a culture standpoint, from an influence generation standpoint right now. All right, these guys were... I can't remember which direction they were going, so... Ah, beautiful. Exactly what we want to see. We'll go for that. And then we will end turn. So we know what's going on here. In 4 turns, we're going to buy in this, and not a harbor, because we won't have access to that yet. We're going to buy in this and this, and then we'll attach. As soon as we attach, this guy will be ready to... Well, actually, it's probably this unit. Honestly, this unit might be ready to put down here, and then we immediately then attach this too. So we get... Basically, we'll have 3 attachments in both of our cities. We'll have pushed our borders kind of around Sarge at that point. I also need to go pick this up. When do those expire?
We have some common
That one
ground.
we collected, so we're good there. This one, I don't think exists anymore. Did we pick that one up already? There's another one here that we didn't pick up. And there's a bunch of them over here. So we have 1, 2 over here. We might be able to get to these if we push a unit that way. I don't see the other ones that were over here, which is interesting. I wonder if we collected them already somehow. Okay, the other thing to look at is how's war support. We have -1 ongoing war support. They have +4 because they have made a demand. We have the ability to put a bunch of demands in right now. This is what is giving them their war support, right? Because they have +3 from ongoing demands, because they have more demands than us, so they're gaining war support at a higher rate. The fact that we're -1 and they're already maxed out, like, this is problematic if we declare war, except we could use our grievances to generate a whole bunch of war score when we need to. So we'll be paying attention to that in case we do decide that war is what we're going to do. I also would like to, on this next turn, this unit, I'm going to pop over here, try to collect this, and we're going to see what's happening in the territory there. I might not be able to enter his land, to be honest. Which is why the envoy may have actually been a good play. But let's see. Event is destroying. There's an aesthete star. We're going to keep our units moving.
This emblematic unit is a symbol of pride and power for your empire.
Indeed.
Let's hope they're worth the price.
I hope so too. So we've got our Aga Oosh. We're going to try to fill out this army. I want to get this army fully built. I realize we're driving our population way down. At some point, we can take a lot of our scout units and repopulate them back into our space here. So that'll be the goal eventually here. These guys are just going to sit and wait for that army to be formed. They collected 60 gold. 60 gold is not the worst thing for us, actually. Even though I don't normally appreciate gold in those, we can go with that. I'm holding on to my influence because we want to be able to do all this stuff up here. We could claim other territories or do other things with our influence. We want to be able to buy this, make the attach, claim this. all in one turn, basically, right? So we want to have basically a build-up of influence to be able to do that. So that's what we're currently playing towards. Let's see what civics we have available to us. We do have leadership, +1 city cap available to us. We don't need it right now, so we're going to leave it. Once we take another city, we'll probably want to do that so we don't cripple ourselves as far as our influence, right? Because if you go over the city cap, that decreases your influence generation, and actually that's an exponential thing. So if you're over city cap by 1, it's not a big deal. If you go over city cap by 2 in early game, starts to get pretty painful. If you go over by 3 or 4, like, you're basically not going to be producing influence anymore. And later in the game, at the very, very end of the game, like, you could be over your city cap by that much if you want to be, because influence just isn't as important anymore. But it's definitely, like, it's a thing to think about. I have to declare war to get into his land. So I don't love... So I'm not going to be able to collect this. I also don't want to renounce it, though, right?
I will listen to you if I must.
This one we collected.
I resent it.
He has 1 demand ongoing. What usually happens is, if I make a demand, right? So if we were to make this demand, so we'll make this demand. If we make this demand, typically what's going to happen is he will then make another one of his demands. And so it becomes like a demand war to try to generate war score. We also have 15 leverage. If we built an embassy, we could technically employ leverages against him. I don't want to get into that war quite yet, do I? I mean, we're right here. Okay, so let's see. Now we see what we're up against. A scout rider, we don't care. 2 warriors and an archer. Our army should technically be better than this army. Now, the key will be we'd have to draw this army out, because attacking into these walls, that would not work for us. Now, we could grab high ground by attacking down from here, have our archers stationed on the high ground, just raining down arrows onto them. They would only be able to attack from here. Oh man, that's actually... We just park our warrior units like here and here, and just put our archers back here, and we could just rain arrows down and just defend off of high ground. I wonder how long of a battle it would take. And the other question is, how many other units does he have? Right? How many other units does he have? I'm gonna leave my guys here, actually. I don't want them going right up to him, because I would prefer to be able to have an even ground battle rather than him have high ground as part of the fight. Might even sneak my guys up here. But then I don't think we could see. Yeah, we couldn't see him. Let's hold here. I think we need the second army. Now that I know how big his army is, I think we need the second army in order to do what we want to do. And here comes this claim. Now, can we get there in 3 turns? If we could burn this down before he attaches it, oh my gosh, it would be very mean. What's our fastest route there? 4 turns. We'll try it. We'll try. If that draws his armies away, that may be very beneficial to us, which means in 3 turns, this guy is actually going to need to be the guy who places down. This is the spot I think we chose, right? So we'll head there right away. And we'll check in on this guy. This guy is really kind of just exploring right now. We need him to do too much. Once he can get in the water, he'll be much more useful to us. This is technically like open land, so technically just run around in here and look for potential curiosity spawns. And I think we just end turn. This is interesting now, because now we know Sarge is also built up for war. There's a full army defending his capital. He's prepared. I would have attacked his capital outright if we wouldn't have seen this. So it's probably a good thing that I did, because then he would have reinforced it with this army, and it would have could have gotten potentially ugly. Back to our crises. We know, I don't think we need to renounce any of these, to be honest. Even though we want the diplomats stars. We're going to try to get out to these 2. We should be able to cross. Well, if we're going to burn this, we're not going to get to these, right? We'll see. I want to leave them there in case we need to make demands. There's an agrarian. There's more units. Okay, so he has more units. And he's down to 1 population in his capital. He's down to a single population in his capital. Everything else must be now military units. I'm assuming. That is very interesting. Very interesting.
Follow me.
How much of that is military? That's the question, right? How much of that is military? I mean, it basically has to be. Unless he's sacrificing population, it's going to take us 3 turns to get there. If he doesn't attach it, though, if we can get there before he runs the attachment... Oh, what's this? Oh, we run this attack? Oh, he's going to get a nice high ground spot. Do we run this attack? I feel like we do. What is this? This is scouts. It'll be 18 versus 15s. That guy's a 13 because he's so low in health. 18 15s when I have the attacking advantage, although he's got the high ground potentially. He's blocking my way to get to his spot. We take this fight. What else am I going to do with these scouts? Unfortunately, this guy can't really even participate. He's just going to be like a guy to help. And I guess I can only attack 1 at a time, which is hugely problematic. So I guess we don't take this fight? If he wants to take the fight, I think we let him. I don't think we actually want it. We want him to attack into like a bad position, if at all possible. I don't like that fight per se. Now, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, Okay, we have the ability to move up now. No one has moved up, so we're sitting pretty. Oh, and we can use our diplomat ability. We need to use our diplomat ability again. Okay, so I feel like we use our diplomat ability in this territory just to make sure that a claim doesn't come in there. We might be fine there. We can also use our diplomat ability here. I'm just going to use it over here. Let's demilitarize this. Enter. Urba Volant Scripta Manette has been unlocked. I believe that is the writing research. That guy ran away. We don't know where he's going. He's got multiple scout riders all over the place. That's writing, correct? Discovered writing. Undiscovered person did that. We could have gotten to writing probably. We took a very different path because usually it gets claimed faster. Oh, we're getting a science osmosis. I don't want to pay the gold to unlock it. I'll take the boost. It's 114 boost. 114 boost is a bunch because we're only researching at 47 per. That's like 2+ turns worth of research. Huge. Huge osmosis event. Very good for us. Okay, 1 turn until we have another archer. I wonder how big do we make this? Oh man, another curiosity. These guys are gonna hang out. They're giving us some good visibility. This guy's waiting for his friends. Maybe another grievance. Well, did he just claim a territory? Oh, he's got units in that land is what's going on, right? He has units. We're generating grievances up here because he has units here. And he is going to run the attack. But not with the scout rider. He's got new people up here. Who's he got? He's got 2 warriors. Okay, so he has armies all over the place. So this is a loss for us because we just get stacked here. It's just bad. So we have to retreat this. We don't want that. So we're not gonna be able to get to this before it goes in. That's fine. We'll go try to collect that. He can't enter here without incurring penalties, which is, I mean, that's fine. It's getting spicy. It's getting real spicy out here. 20 gold. That is real bad. That is real unfortunate. All right. We're 1 turn away from attaching this, and we're ready to pick our next science. We now have organized warfare, which means we have the ability to use reinforcements, which is huge. I'm willing to bet that that's something that Sarge now probably has or will soon have, if he doesn't already. We have a massive capability to. We can 0-turn fishing. That's actually huge. We can get access to harbors and then get to Pentacounters in a turn, basically. Is that true? No, 3. Okay, once we spent it, we get... I think we get... let's go for this Pentacounter. I like the idea of getting the Pentacounter out on the water. Let's try to go meet some more people. We can now claim in when this... No, sorry. When this goes in, we'll be able to claim a harbor right here. It's kind of a... It'll be a real crappy harbor, but we'll be able to claim it at least. Let's see... Stability is going to be a problem here. Stability will be a problem here, but we need to attach this for food purposes, right? Let alone. We're just going to have to attach it anyway. So then the question becomes, is it worth it to put the harbor down? is it worth it to put the harbor down? Because that costs us another 10 stability when we attach. So not only is it the 20 stability for the attachment, it'll be another 10 for the harbor, dropping our stability pretty low. But we are going to buy in the papyrus. That's +8 and +8. That actually cancels that out. So we kind of be sitting like right where we were before almost. It'll be close. We're going to get our first Aduba in as well here in just a moment. And then it'll be switching to Granary is so bad right now. Granary is very bad right now. So is everything though, to be honest. This city is going to be growing very slowly. I'm not a huge fan of that city actually right now. Okay. Let's see what happens over here. They have moved their army. A new wonder can be claimed. Oh, I have enough influence to claim a wonder. And there are wonders available? You telling me there's still wonders available? Okay, they've moved. What's happening here? They have units everywhere. Scout riders paired with archers now. I think they have a filthy amount of troops. I think we have to have a full second army before we even try. Okay, so they're going to force this fight. We should have probably paid attention to what was happening here. They are attacking us in diplomatic lands. We have already put a demilitarization on this. So this is going to cause massive amounts of leverage for them. We might want to get our embassy in as quickly as possible, potentially. Oh, we should have probably done... well, we're going to do all this on this turn, so it's fine. We'll claim that later. All right, these guys are going to hang out. These guys are also going to hang out. I think we just have to keep training military units here. We have no choice but to do that. We need a full... We're going to need a full army complement to appropriately execute on whatever might be coming at us. And I don't think... If we don't declare it, I think he's going to declare it. So I think rather than work on these, I think we throw out probably... I think we might go 2 more Agaushes, to be honest. We definitely want to move this over here. Let's go double Agaush right away. We'll fill out the army. That's 6 turns to do that. We're gonna grow in 1. We're growing in 1 regardless next turn. So we gotta max out. We max this out for 1 turn, and then we probably shift people back. I know the excess ends up going. We could probably, right? We're gaining pop every 5, but if we switch these back, we're gaining pop 1 every 3. Okay, that's probably worth. What is this adjustment? 3, 6, 2, 4. Okay, we'll do the split again. We'll go with the split again. So we'll go with the 2, 4. A 2, 4, keeping our growth like relatively high as well. Okay. These guys, I think, are going to put this down. So let's do all of this first. So our crooks is going to come in. We have 2 of these to put in. We want to put them in last. If we're gonna do the harbor, the +3 food harbor, it's not great, but it only costs 26 influence, and it's so hard to put these in later. Do I care about the -10? They're going down 10 again. Oh, because they just got their Aduba in, so they're down by 10 to 68. When we okay, I think I'm gonna hold actually on the harbor. The +3 food is not. It's really tough not to put it in. Really tough not to put it in. Maybe we just switch to building a holy site in this territory because it's got the papyrus in it. We just throw a holy site down to deal with the stability. They have nothing better to do anyway. Like, they're building stuff that's not even useful. So maybe we throw the holy site down in here to deal with that. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Your first harbor. Fishing, trade,
Boom,
voyages
boom.
of exploration. You
Gets
will
us a
see
builder
many
star.
things out of this tiny window onto a huge world.
And this is a 16 food, 6 industry. So we're going to boost our industry by a smidgen of an amount. We're going to run the attachment right away. It's only a 30 cost attach, so we'll just run that real quickly here. Boom, there's the attached. And we're dropping to 46, but that's going to drop very slowly. It's 5 per turn. It's going from 78 to 46, dropping 5 per turn. So we have time to get it out of this zone. We don't particularly care until it gets below 30. If we maintain 30 to 90, that's fine. We'd like to be above 90 for the good events to happen. We don't have to be. So we're okay with this right now. It's going to be dicey if we try to attach this in. So I think what we want to, like, this granary at +2 food is just, Well, we need to get these guys on expert policy. Let's get them to expert policy. We'll scoot a person over here. That gets them growing a little faster. And I almost think that we switch from granary. 4 food at this point is not the worst thing for this city. Especially because like 4 food is like all it gets. It's terrible for food. We need to get, you know what would really help them now that they're attached? Flood irrigation. So probably need to go for that. I think we build our holy site though. Because we have like religious issues going on, right? We have religious pressure forming. Where are we putting this holy site? There's 2 resources in a cruise. So I'm fine with that being a trade point for us. Like, it's one of the better spots we have for trade anyway. It's currently adjacent to Sarge's territory, so I would spread our religion in a relatively good way. So I think we actually we throw down our holy site here. The question is, where do we throw it down? Right in here is kind of like I don't want to throw it down on here at all. Right here we could, but that's another useful potential tile. You're not going to use all of these, but you want to save, like, easy ones for like, you know, for spots potentially. Throw it down on this ruins, but again, that's a good tile. I feel like we just put it, like, in here somewhere. Just throw it, like, here. Gets us what we're looking for. It's adjacent to a couple things. It's in a spot that's not going to be, like, detrimental to us later on. So I think we throw it down there. And then I think we just straight up build it. We just build it. And we might even throw our capital into it for a little while after they build their army, potentially, just to get the religion out and spreading. We want the ability to do that. We're not generating followers at all, because we're not generating faith at a very substantial rate at this point. So we want to be able to kind of push that. This will help us with that for sure. Okay, so we did all of that. Urim is now an actual functioning city, which is good. We want to put this claim in as well. Can I claim while there's a fight going on here? I think I can. Because they're not in the fight, right? Now, we could add them to the fight. Ooh. Oh, he's attacking us with a scout. A scout wait, hold on. He's attacking us with a scout. But then in the reinforcements, so he does have the reinforcements tech. He has a scout rider and 2 warriors coming in as reinforcements. We cannot retreat. And all 3 of our units will die in this fight. Because we're only going to get to deploy on 1 tile. Oh, this is going to be a debacle. This is going to be a real mess. So we're about to lose this pretty badly. We're generating a lot of leverage because of it. So I think rather than add these guys to the battle and get them potentially killed, I'm just going to put the claim in. And 2 turns will attach it so that he has to declare war. And now the problem is we're stretched thin, because I really would like to take this army over here to help with the capture of Corral. But if he's pushing army this way now as well, he's got 2 warriors up there, he's got a scout rider. What the heck is down here? I wonder if we ran this attack right now. What's left? Like, what's left of his army here?
Let's go. Off we go.
It's all still here. The whole army is still here, and he's expanded his city. Egg. Okay, it's getting wildly aggressive here. I'm not stoked. Not stoked about what's happening, although I like the rest of what's happening. I just don't like the possibility of war. These guys are all gonna die. I'm gonna manual fight it anyway. What I really want is... Can I deploy a different unit than this one to start with? I would like this guy. I want this guy to be the guy that comes out. How do I do that? I actually don't know if I can. I don't like that I can't choose that. He's gonna come out last, and so everyone's just gonna... How do I switch this guy in? Do this guy instead of the other guy. There might be a way to do that. In the comments below, if you know how to choose which unit gets deployed in a situation like this, let me know. I don't think I can deploy this guy. I would prefer that this guy be the guy that get deployed, because I think the other guys are actually going to live, right? We're going to lose the fight when they destroy my 1 guy, because they're going to destroy him first turn. Then the fight will be over, because I won't have any other units deployed, but then I'll be left with my highly damaged unit who's going to get attacked on the next turn. I would like this guy to be the guy that bites it. at the beginning, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, so we just end deployment then, I guess. So this guy is gonna defend off, right? He's gonna do his darndest to defend against all these guys. We're just gonna end round. They're gonna kill that guy. These other two guys should live. The battle is over. That's nice. We lost a unit that we didn't want to lose, but the battle is over. We only lost 2 war support. We only lost 1 of our units, and now the next time he attacks me, if he attacks again, those units can retreat 1 more time. In fact, they did. You can actually see they retreated to the edge of the battlefield. Now the question is he going to pursue? Will he pursue? Because I have nothing to deal with those armies up here right now, which means pushing this army here is a really good idea. We get a second army out. Probably we have to patrol them over here. Agaush is going to be okay. There at least is some cavalry up here. It's getting sticky, though. We are saving gold. We have gold stockpiled currently. They haven't attached this yet, but there's no way I can get there to burn it down. So our claims are going to end here until basically we decide that war is worth it. And I can't fight this without a second army. And I can't defend this without another army. So Sarge is all stacked up for war, so we might have to try a different tactic here to try to deal with this. It's getting dicey. It's getting dicey. It's also spreading his religion now, which I don't like particularly. Okay, they're going to keep pushing the fight. So, okay, down to aggressive, though. Downgrade from hate-filled to aggressive, which is very interesting. And man, we have a lot of leverage now. How much leverage do we have? 24 now?
Not now.
Leverage should be piling up because he's constantly making moves and actually attacking people in a demilitarized zone, which is pretty wild. He's going to want to burn this down, which is interesting. We get to attach it in 1 turn. I think we'll be fine here. We actually don't know what's happening here. I don't know if this fight goes well for us. All right, this guy just did all of that. He's doing his rounds. Nice, we like that. We like it, and we can actually go straight back. We've seen all the land now. We also have 157 influence, and that 157 influence we want to use to attach this. So we're going to wait. We're going to wait again, because I want to get this attached as quickly as possible. Now, this battle's probably have to be over. In order to do that, I think the battle has to be over. These guys are waiting for their reinforcements. These guys, again, now that we know this, I think we pull back. We'll go ahead and not allow them high ground if they do choose to attack. Blank slate! The proud port of Urim, a stranger has turned up that no one seems to be able to identify. Indeed, his strange garb and language are unfamiliar to even your most seasoned sailors. Imaginations are running wild as tales spread throughout the town about this mysterious visitor. He could be a most useful presence in your palace, provided you can give the citizens a good account of the stranger's arrival. What story do you tell? We can elevate the stranger, push us towards the homeland of geopolitical axis, which is usually not where I go. Although I'm not opposed to this. Minus 10 stability on... Oh, but this is on Urim, which is not where we want to have stability. The industry would be really nice here. I wish this was in our capital, though. We can consecrate, which moves us towards collectivism, which is not where we want to go necessarily either, because I think that's the gold one, right? That gets us faith on district, which is not... We only have, like, 1 district, though, so not huge. Or we can welcome... scoot us back towards the world geopolitical axis and take the science boost. I almost always take this one, and I think we're going to take it again. If this was on our capital, I would elevate, but I can't afford another 10 stability reduction in Urim, I don't think, so we're going to go ahead and get that plus science. It'd be really nice to have cranked on the stone rings, though, but another 10 takes us pretty low. That would have been a costly thing potentially. Okay, so all of these guys are now in a fight. I don't like this fight. We might not take it. Let's go to our tech tree. We're pushing techs pretty hard. We're going to think about moving up here soon as well. Let's get access to irrigation, because flood irrigation is going to be big for Urim specifically. We may want access to market quarters, and civics being reduced would be nice as well. So let's go irrigation first. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have 5 turns until we need to make a decision about moving up or staying in the era. Because we're going to start burning science after that, right? Our science becomes useless. It does not store up. It does not carry over. It just literally disappears every turn. And we only have 5 turns at the most. We just pushed our science higher, so we might even have less than that potentially. to figure out whether we're moving up. So let's take a quick look at our star situation. We could get these diplomat stars. We could get at least the first level of this, which would be nice. We have an aesthete star. We're probably not going to get another. We might. It'd be close. Builder stars. Not getting builder stars is problematic. We have the expansion star. We're definitely going to get the science star. I would think we can push for this agrarian star as well. That's not a lot of stars, though. We need to push for some stars here in the next 5 turns. The diplomat star will be one that we can definitely get. Let's go take a quick gander at what's happening here. Our war support is going up substantially because he keeps attacking us. We have crises across the board. I am going to renounce this. I'm going to renounce this, and because I'm not going to get a unit over there to collect it. I'm going to renounce that. I'll take that.
To
We're
let
going to renounce.
bygones be bygones.
Where's this one located?
Such hollow posture.
Same place. We're going to renounce this as well.
Oh, it's not.
We're going to
worth
renounce this one
about.
as well.
Oh, it's.
And
not
we're gonna
worth
renounce this one.
worrying about. It would
Easy.
be best to
Now
let
these
bygones
ones
be
we're going to
bygones.
leave. We leave all of these.
I feel embarrassed for you.
We leave all of these in case we need them. We can always renounce them later. It gets us 30, so keep that in mind. We can get another 30 leverage if we renounce these ones, if we don't collect them. That gets us a diplomat star. I don't know when that will proc, but we should have just gotten a diplomat star, right? Because we just got a bunch of leverages, right? Unless renounced leverages don't count, but I think they do. That'd be weird if they didn't. Doesn't look like they have counted now, but maybe those apply at turn. We'll see. Because we were at 24 already, and we renounced what, 3, 4? We renounced like 4, which should be worth 5 apiece. We should have gotten 20 more leverage right there from those. I don't know. It'd be interesting. We'll have to see what happens with that. That'll get us one of those, so that's good. And then we need to work on builders. That's what we need to work on is. We're not going to get builder stars unless we put like these in. Builder stars are going to be hard to come by because we're not actually building anything. Because we're building Aga Oosh here and we're building stone rings here. The builder stars might be a tough sell. These guys are going to go grab that, so that's good. We might swing these guys in to try to help with something. And the last thing we have in this turn is this fight in which we have 2 damaged units against their warriors being reinforced by a scout. Okay, so we don't care about the scout reinforcement. So essentially, this fight is 2 warriors, one of which is damaged, versus my scout, one of which is damaged, and then 2 full health scouts. It's a 4v2 defending scenario. Oh, I can't retreat. Well, that's intriguing, because I thought for sure that the retreat mechanism reset after losing a fight. Maybe I am wrong. So I guess we're taking this fight regardless. We will have high ground. They will be able to attack from where? Where is their battle lines? Here? Like, if that's a cliff, which it might be, I can't tell if this is a cliff right here. If that's a cliff, we're in luck, because they can only attack from here. We clog this up and just stack our units right here. They could send units around this way to come up the back, but again, we're just going to be stacked on this. And we just defend. It's high ground. I think that's a cliff. I don't think they can get there. Oh, these guys are going to come in down here? That's not what I want to see. Okay, so we end deployment. These guys are going to defend here. We're going to swing these guys into the battle, hopefully, but we're going to back them up into here. I want them back here. I don't want them down here. He's going to run his scouts in first. Oh, he did get someone up here. And now he's got his warriors sneaking around the backside. Okay, so we're in slight trouble, but we have to play this out. We had no choice but to fight this. So what do we do with these warriors? Or sorry, what do we do with these scouts? I wanted to stack guys here and force them to attack. They've got their scouts attacking from high ground, which is very fortunate for us. But they have another warrior unit that's coming around the backside. So the problem is when I deploy these guys, they will not be able to get to where I want them to be. These guys are going to get attacked by this warrior unit and die. almost assuredly. But if I put these guys down, they'll be more fodder, and we'll just be defending off. We'll probably take these 2 spots. Is that river? This is not river, so they'd have to attack me from river, and we stack our units here. So we can't move these guys. Like, they can't go anywhere. We can attack the warriors, but that's not a great move for us. I think we just sit. We just put these units into the fight, and we just sit here. And just force them to make a decision about whether to attack or not. I think this guy lives, even if he gets double attacked. They're gonna make a very intriguing decision to come down and attack my guys. I am not opposed to that, because they're gonna make their guys are now paying a price. This guy's still clogging this up. I'm fine with that. I don't think we attack at all. I think we just sit. They're attacking off river. They're still attacking off river into our guy. They're gonna kill him this time. This guy's gonna try to defend off as well. I don't know if we win this fight, but we're at least gonna make him pay. Okay, they made the smart move, right, and came and cut my guy off. Okay, so now this guy is gonna pull back to here. This guy's gonna move forward and take that defensive spot. This guy is just stuck, right? I mean, he could move, but it would be a bad move either way. He's just going to defend off. Okay, and that will continue next turn. So, great. I still think we lose this fight. I think the warriors are too much for our guys to handle. This guy's going to withstand one more attack. This guy is going to eventually move on to here. Just as like a final defense, but he has no health left, so he's basically dead to anything, right? He's not gonna kill anyone. He's got 2 units that are pretty damaged. If we can, it'll be close. We're gonna keep this fight open though, because they attack right away. When we end turn, he'll run his attack like immediately.
30 leverages. Next, you'll be looking for something to use against me.
Oh, he's dropping down to attack this guy. This is fascinating. Okay. I'm gonna exit. I just wanted to see what happened. So that was really interesting. Irrigation research. There's our science star. There's the diplomat star that we had last time, I believe. Let's go check. Yeah, up to 46, right? We have to get to 70 to get a second one? Well, we could do that if we just renounced everything right now. I think we're gonna get to that one. All right, we have another science one. Nice. Okay, let's pick our research. We just probably get masonry. We're not gonna build that though. All right, let's just tech to writing. We'll take this.
An enormous
Just gets us
leap
writing
forward.
Immediately. We're gonna be burning. We're gonna be burning a little science here.
To recording the wisdom of sages.
Okay. Man, osmosis events are really nice when you can get the science ones. That was convenient. If we can go collect, okay, so how are we gonna maximize stars here? We'd like to get another diplomat star. I'd love to get a builder star. I'm not sure how that's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna get another one of these. Yeah, we could if we waited. We're not gonna get one of these. I'd love to get another agrarian star, but I don't see that happening either. Man, if we could get the agrarian star and then a couple more of these, I'd feel pretty satisfied. We're only at 11 of 24 right now. That has us sitting 200 points back of first place. We'd be the first to move up if we did it relatively soon. All right, I think we just defend off again here, right? This guy is gonna move to here. This guy's gonna sit right here. This guy's gonna defend off. If they attack with this guy first into this, that would be beautiful. No, actually, you know what? I take that back. I hope they attack with this guy first. I hope they damage this guy even more. It doesn't matter. We might actually win this fight. We defend off. Okay, he did attack with that guy. Now what's this guy gonna do? That guy's gonna fortify. Oh, he brought in reinforcements. He's bringing in more units to the fight. Okay, that guy's dead. Wait, is that guy not dead? Where did that guy just go? How did this guy just attack me? Oh, this is the guy. Okay, sorry. This is the guy that attacked that guy. Okay, so this guy came around and died attacking this unit. How many reinforcements did he just bring in? He's got the scout riders, and then he's got this warrior left. Now we don't win it now. There's no way we can win this now, right? This guy won't survive the next attacks. We could try to get... If this guy might die, which would be nice. I don't think we can win this, though, at this point, which is kind of sucky. We could try this. We could try moving this guy up here. Sacrifice this guy and potentially the fight. Move this guy up here. See if they'll attack at an even bigger disadvantage. The fight's gonna... We're gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna put this guy here. And we're gonna put this guy here, actually. We're gonna force them to play at the most... this would be the best fight. If they choose to attack this, that would be awesome. They probably just run this guy around and take our flag now. But I wanted to give us the best chance here. We should move this guy back. We shouldn't have moved this guy. I'm changing my mind. We shouldn't have moved this guy. That's fine. Okay, we end round. Whereas this guy's gonna go take the flag now, right? Yeah, so he takes the flag. So now we're at a loss. But we hope that we hope now that the next round that this guy attacks. Do we have to retake this turn? Yeah, I have one round. So actually, we made a mistake. We should have stayed on flag, because then he wouldn't have had it this round, probably. Nah, he still would have taken it, right? He still would have gotten it. So I'm fine with what we did. It gave us some more of an advantage. We can't attack into this. It won't kill him. RNG would have to be incredibly successful. So we just end round. We try to keep this guy alive, basically, for another fight. Okay. So we lost the fight. We lost the fight, barely. It cost him dearly. We still have a scout left. We lost 3 scouts, but he lost multiple units, right? He lost a warrior, a scout. He's got a warrior that's basically gonna be dead. Actually, we might get to kill that warrior. Because in one turn, we're gonna make this attachment. I'm gonna make that attachment as quickly as possible, and if he's impeding us at that point, that's like a huge benefit to us, right? Also, this guy is going to come down now. I'm going to bring this guy down. I'm actually going to join... I'm going to join this guy in. Because I want to go try to collect some of these leverages. We're going to bring our scouts in over here. I'd love to go attack this guy, actually. Where's our armies? They're in a standoff down here, just waiting for stuff to... You know what? I can't enter his land without going to war, though, right? So, what's the point, you know?
Come over here.
Just gonna sit right here.
Yes, command.
This army is almost ready. We're 3 turns away. We're 3 turns away from this army being ready. We're gonna swing. Oh, is that 1 turn? Does this change thing? It does. Okay. We're constantly playing this like back and forth battle here between getting armies out and our population cap. It's pretty bad. Urim is working on this stone rings, which is not helping anybody per se. And then we've got these guys damaged over here. We're going to attach this as quickly as possible to try to catch his troops sitting in our land. That's going to be the plan for that.
Let's go.
Oh, switch! Okay. That was nice. Take that. These guys are gonna hang out. We're gonna wait for the full army. We got our last tech. That is literally our last tech. After this turn, we'll be burning turns on tech, which I don't love.
You keep this brief.
We're gonna leave those up for now.
Precious.
Our war support is now just as high as theirs, and it's gonna get real interesting. Oh, you know what? We could use our gold to just buy out this unit. Just buy this Aga Ush. Can we just buy this Aga Ush so we can make moves here? I was gonna say we could buy out our Pentaconter. We could buy out the Pentaconter. I think we buy out this. I think we just buy out this Aga Ush, and then this army can just start moving. What else we're gonna use this gold on? We're gonna use it to defend ourselves. And unfortunately, I think we actually build a Pentaconter. All right. Aga Ush, buyout. Done. Army is full. We can't move them because of that. The recent addition. And then I don't think we put turns into the Aduba, as much as that might be useful. I do think Oh, we have to have a harbor to build that. Right, so we'd have to buy it out here. Urim could buy it. Costs 3 turns for this build right now, and we could buy it if we had 228 gold. Okay, so that's fine. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw them on stone rings to free up other resources later. We have our full army. Let's start marching this army. I think we take this army this way and start to clear out all of those ridiculous troops up here, and then we just come down. We swing this army down, is what I think we do. These guys are going to try to come in here and collect all of this, and we're going to run this attachment as quickly as we absolutely can. We have nothing to buy here. Put that in. Ah! Dang it! They're gonna get out. No, they're not gonna get out. Ah, they're gonna take damage. Okay. Perfect. That's more leverage as well. Okay, I think I did that right. I threw that down at that was a very fast throwdown. And this drops us to 21 here, so we really need those stone rings now. We're really gonna need the stone rings now here, because 21 is bad. Again, it's dropping by 5 per turn, so we have time to get the stone rings in. That's gonna increase by 20 stability, so that'll get us back up over 50. And then we'll work on other methods for increasing that. We have, actually, we have other builds here we could do. But getting this out for builder stars, where will we be from a builder star standpoint? We'll need 2, so we might just put those in. Because those will be fast builds, technically. Or pop here now. Have they attached this yet? They have not. Alright, so this guy, I'm just going to send this guy by himself to go at least collect this. Then we'll join these guys together at some point. Actually, you know what? I can move that guy there, and then this guy can join him. He'll still... Oh, never mind. I guess he won't. Just kidding. He'll still get to heal on this turn. These guys are going to take damage. And then we need to cut those guys across and just collect all this leverage. Or we renounce it. That's the other way to go, right? Okay. I think this is going to be our final turn. These guys are sitting here waiting for war. These guys are going to move out. So we are going to get these guys.
Yes, sir.
These guys are going to get out and about. That's going to leave our capital completely empty. I'm a little concerned about that. Once our diplomatic ability is up again, we could defend it again. I'm going to leave the capital empty. It's a bad idea. We're going to do it. It's a bad possible idea. Let's scoop this guy over here. Just keep looking for curiosities within this land. We have 120 influence. We already made this attachment. Technically, we could... Who's taking this? Technically make this attachment. No, we can't. 270. 270 for them. 270 for them. So, we got our cities. Our cities are rolling, though. Our cities are rolling. We have some problems. We haven't put down any Adubas. Oh my gosh, we have no Adubas down. We need to one turn. Okay. End of the episode. We need to one turn a whole bunch of Adubas next time. We need to one turn a bunch of Adubas, which means we're not going to get that builder star probably. We need to one turn a bunch of Adubas because we want to get those down, and we need to move up, like, relatively soon. I think we go try to collect these. We need to move up, and then maybe we use the early move up plus the big science lead that we have to try to push to an upgrade. Upgrade our units before he can run our war. It's getting real dicey around here. It's getting real dicey. All right. That will do it for this episode. We've got, like, what, 8 turns or something done? Great. We're progressing at a slow and steady pace. I'm hoping that the pace is good for people trying to learn the game, particularly learn how to play at Humankind. If you like the content, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. This series will continue on Sundays. So every Sunday, I release one of these videos. So if you're not got that notification bell turned on, turn it on so you can check out the videos on Sundays. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week.